Hi guys, and welcome to Watch It Wednesday episode 137. So, I'm going to try something different on this one. We're going to do a 12 by 12 one sheet wonder. All right. So, for this one, I am going to be using Florals in Bloom. It's a brand new designer series paper in the annual catalog. Oh wait, this might be online exclusive. I think this is, I don't know. I'll check. I'll tell you on Friday. All right. So anyway, we're going to do a one sheet wonder with this. So I have it over here. I will zoom in on closer at the end. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can. All right. So let's grab out our cutter. Now on this, I know when I get to this strip here, I want to go along this bottom edge. So I'm going to be cutting it this way. All right. But you'll need to decide, and it works best if you have a 12 by 12 that the other side is somewhat non-directional. All right. So, but I'm going to start doing it this way and we'll see how it turns out. So the first cut I'm going to make is at 4 inches. So let's go ahead and put that right at the 4 inches. And we'll come back and do that in a bit. The next one we're going to do is at 3 inches. So we'll put a 3 inches there and we'll cut it. All right, that leaves you a 5-inch strip. So the first thing we're going to cut is a 1 inch off this way. Okay. And now we're going to turn it back this way and cut an inch down this way. And that's why I wanted that to be for this here, because I'm going to cut this into 5.5, and these are going to be strips for one of the cards. So I wanted it to be in a horizontal landscape. Horizontal, so that's why I wanted it to be that way. All right, so here we have left, this is now going to be 4 inches that's left, but it's not the full 12 inches. As you can see, we have that cut off there. All right, so we're going to do a 4 by 4, because that's the next cut. We're going to do a second 4 by 4. And since these are squares, it doesn't matter which direction they're in when you cut them because they're square. And that'll leave you a 3 by 4. So let's put the 3 by 4 there. And we'll put the two 4 by 4s over here. All right. And we'll keep kind of all the one strips together, even though this one is shorter. Let me show you that. Remember that first one is only 5 inches long. And the other two are 5.5. But we'll keep all the 1 inch strips over this way. How about that? All right, so let's go to this one. This is the one that's 3 inches. All right, so we're in this middle column. You're going to cut 4 2-inch strips. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2 of those you're going to cut in half. And I like taking the ones that I think have the most variety in flowers. So I'm going to take these 2. And I'm going to cut this in half. Oh, that's going to leave you another 3 by 4. So we'll put that 3 by 4 right here. So now we have 2 3 by 4s. I know this isn't drawn to scale, so don't get worried about that. But those are both 3 by 4s. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to cut this in half. So this is going to be at the 1 inch line on both sides. All right, so we have 4 of those. So we have 4. There are now 1 by 3, and we have 2 that are 2 by 3. Our last 4 inch strip, we're going to make it into those layers. 5 1/4, 5 1/4, and that leaves you a 1.5 by 4, and that one we're also going to cut in half. So we're going to put that at the 3/4 inch mark. Okay, so those are all my pieces. Now I'm not going to show how all of these are going to go together, but we are going to show you one for Friday, and then the others I'll already have done. All right, so for the one we're going to do on Friday, we're going to take one of these that is, I have to think here. Yes, one of these that is 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to decide, I think I'm going to do that on that side. And this is going to be right here. Now, of course, besides this, you're going to need 5 card bases. All right. So let me just show you. You're going to have 5 card bases. This will be our first one, and a bunch of scraps, because you know we always need scraps for sentiments in that. And you know what? This is a top fold, so I think I want it. I don't think I want it to be a top fold. I think I'm going to have it as a side fold. There you are. So there's the one we'll work on for Friday. We're going to get 4 cards out of these other pieces. And like I said, we'll show that to you on Friday. And I'll actually have it written up to a little template so you can see. But there's where we are. Come on back on Friday and we'll finish up this card, as well as I'll show you the other 4 cards that I make. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, send me a comment, share on your social media, subscribe if you're not already subscribing to my YouTube channel. Most of all, have a great day. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.